Leisure never expected that just by wearing a dress and jumping down from the second floor, she would catch the attention of the prince from a neighboring country. What shocked her even more was that this prince, Arnott, actually proposed to her. Looking at his outstretched hand and his handsome face, Leisure found herself a bit moved. But then she remembered that he was the same man who had once killed her, and she immediately rejected him. However, Arnott smiled at her rejection, which gave Leisure a bad feeling. She suspected that he had some kind of hidden agenda. As it turned out, Arnott didn't think Leisure had any say in the matter. Before long, the king of the country arrived with his son to apologize on Arnott's behalf. The king begged Leisure to accept the proposal. Arnott stepped forward and reassured her that this would not affect the relationship between their countries. He just wanted to discuss it with her privately. He warned that if she refused him, he would have to resort to more forceful measures. Seeing she couldn't refuse any longer, Leisure reluctantly agreed to meet Arnott at his residence. Arnott explained her current situation, pointing out that after breaking off her previous engagement, Leisure had no powerful backing left. Therefore, accepting his proposal was the best option. After all, Leisure had lived through 7 lifetimes, and each time she had died because of wars Arnott had instigated. In the last lifetime, she had even been killed by his own hand. Logically, she should refuse, but she considered the possibility that being close to Arnott might allow her to uncover the true reason behind the wars he caused. Before agreeing to Arnott, Leisure made a few demands. First, she insisted on being in charge of all the wedding preparations. Second, after marriage, Arnott must set up a club for the exchange of ideas among nobles from different countries, and Leisure should be able to visit it alone without Arnott tagging along. Lastly, Leisure wanted to live a peaceful life as the princess in the castle, without Arnott harming her. Arnott immediately agreed to all her conditions. The next day, Arnott took Leisure to prepare for their departure. On the way, Leisure suddenly woke up in the carriage, thinking that Arnott might want to harm her. However, he only wanted to retrieve his sword. Arnott was also surprised to see that Leisure had been sleeping with a sword in her arms. He hadn't even touched her, yet she had such a strong reaction, indicating that she had undergone such training in the past. At this point, Arnott mentioned Leisure's first condition. He had already arranged for a trade association for her. However, Arnott couldn't understand why she was so interested in a newly established association. Leisure couldn't reveal her secret and simply said that she had heard the association's goods were quite good. In reality, she felt that she needed to get involved with the association as soon as possible.